And this is a guy that I don't think really gets any press whatsoever, but I kind of like him. Ricky Pearsall. Oh yes, I only can find one video of him real quick, even too, that I can legally use with thanks to the magic of GIFs, even. But yeah. But this guy, like, what you saw in that video, that's his thing. Like this man has like Velcro for hands. It's insanity. 6'1", 189 pounds, 23 years old, coming out of Florida. Last year, 23 there, 12 games, 65 receptions, 965 yards, 4 touchdowns. 3 rushes for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's not a bad ratio. They're getting 2 touchdowns on 3 rushes. I'll take that. Right. In 22, 13 games, 33 receptions, 661 yards, 5 touchdowns, 8 rushes for 113 yards and a touchdown as well. Yeah, this is a guy that I got to say, out of all the guys hype-wise in this draft, this is a name you don't hear very often, and I don't know why. I really don't know why at all. You're talking a guy who succeeded at Florida. You're talking one of the like quintessential football schools that plays a tough schedule every single year, and he found success. Great hands, good route runner. Also, geez, if you're playing as a guy who loves to play zone defense, this guy just has that knack for finding that hole in the zone. He is that guy. Now, he does lack strength. He needs to work on man-to-man skills a little better there at that point. Does have some trouble with press as a result of that stuff there. But, yeah, Velcro for hands, guys. I mean, this guy just doesn't drop the ball point blank. I mean, this is probably one of the best set of hands you're going to find in this draft. And you're going to probably get him. I think I'll put in the same second to third round, I think. But I think third round is more of where I'm going to see him at that point because of the fact that he just, for some reason, doesn't have that hype around him. You succeed at Florida, guys. You should be much more hyped out. Look at, like, I know it's kind of a curse word for us to say this. Kadarius Toney put together one decent season at Florida. That's it. One season.
Yeah.
And the guy becomes a first-round pick. This guy puts up a good season, and no one talks about him. Yeah. No one. Velcro for hands.
Probably because Toney.
Well, also, too, because when him and Richardson did get on the field a little bit there, it wasn't like he was utilizing Henderson, I think it was, a little bit more so. And Ricky was kind of just the meh. But he got thrown into it this year because Anthony's gone. Yeah. They had freaking everybody, Mertz or whatever, come in there for a little bit. He looked decent, but I mean, Ricky is going to look really, really good probably as a Chief. Like that, this is one of those guys that the Chiefs would probably take a second round fly on and be like, this is our guy. We don't need to go after Troy or any of those big guys and waste our first round pick. This is probably the guy they would go after.
And he'll line up on the right side of the ball. That's the key.
Yeah. And I don't think you're wrong, but I do think the Chiefs would probably get him in the third round.
I also
that's what I'm saying. I think third round. I think if someone's
smart, you're talking something
he's worthy of a late second.
Chiefs would get him in the third.
They would probably have to trade up at their third round pick to get up a little bit like sooner in the third round. But yes, I do think so as well.
Oh yeah, no, it makes sense to do it because it's weird for a team with the greatest quarterback in the NFL to be the one that is so needy on receivers. It's not even funny, but that's where they're at. They need receivers. So here's a really good short-handed one they can get. What was that?
Yep. I was like they thought Sky Moore was going to be their burner route runner. Yeah,
I thought so too. I mean, I thought he'd be like the Wish version of Tyreek Hill at that point. There, I didn't think he'd be Tyreek Hill is good, but I thought he'd be like that. Like the poor man's version of him, where you can get him maybe 800 yards a season at that point. There, doing a similar role, but no, he's done nothing.
I just saw another Valdez Scantling. Like that's all I saw. Or another Equinus St. Brown, where it's you get them open, like they can get open, but unless that ball is literally right in front of you, kind of thing, they're not good at the comeback. They're not good at the possession. They need to burn to get the touchdown in.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.